There's an organization that speaks out and for advocates and individuals with invisible disabilities around the globe. Right here in Denver, you can help make sure everyone is seen and better understood. With me today is Wayne Cannell, founder, president, and CEO of Invisible Disabilities Association, and Emmy Award-winning producer and executive director of the IDA, Jess Stainbrook. Welcome, gentlemen. Great to see you today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wayne, tell me what Invisible Disability is.
So we're an awareness organization that's around the world that really helps people believe when you can't see an illness. So a lot of times we have invisible illnesses or different things that we can't see. Sometimes friends or family or doctors think that people are making up because they can't see it. So we help bring awareness to that.
Yeah, can you give us an example of what that is?
Well, it could be mental illness, it could be fibromyalgia, it could be multiple sclerosis, Lyme disease. It's a whole host of different illnesses.
Things that are affecting people's lives that you might not know about and can't really see physically.
Exactly.
All right, I want to talk about your gala. It's called Invisible No More. We have a poster here to talk about that.
Right, Invisible No More, the reveal. This year we have an international illusionist. We're bringing back Biff Gore, who was on season 6 of The Voice. It's a fundraiser. It's October 18th at the end of Invisible Disabilities Week.
Okay.
So it's a very exciting time to come and dress up in modern masquerade or superhero. So we always have a fun time as well. People will come all dressed up too.
Oh, I love that. That sounds great, and what a fun theme. Now, Jess, why are you so passionate about really the stories about invisible disabilities?
Well, a lot of people know me for my media background. I've got Emmys just like you guys for doing different packages, and you know, we get the opportunity to tell stories across a wide range of topics. But when you drop into an organization, the interesting thing is you really get to dig in deeper. And being part of Invisible Disabilities Association has allowed us the opportunity to really bring those stories to light. I mean, again, you're talking about people, it's pretty common to hear the thing of, but you look good. Or you look fine,
Sure.
People aren't realizing it, and then we can go one layer deeper to really assist those people in getting those stories out so people understand what they're living with on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, you're an Emmy Award-winning producer. Now, you've just launched a new podcast. That's exciting. And so it's the first episode of Invisible No More podcast. It's on YouTube. So what can viewers learn when they watch this podcast?
Yeah, that's actually really exciting as well, because what we have is the ability to take some very specific chunks of information that our people that live with invisible disabilities are looking for. So specifically, we're focusing on new health technologies that bring different things that are going on in the arenas that will help these folks. We focus on organizations that are also specifically dealing with a particular invisible disability. We are doing special experts in the field that will talk about particular topics that are of interest to our folks. And then we also have personal testimonies.
That's a well-rounded podcast
it
with
is.
really a lot of information, some great resources. Good for you. Wayne, what do you hope that folks who listen to the podcast or attend the gala really take away from their experience?
Well, a couple things. We always want to let people know that we believe them. You know, they feel so unbelieved, actually. People think they're just making this thing up. You know, they park in accessible parking, they're not in a wheelchair. People think, oh, they're just faking it, they stole somebody's placard, right? So it's that, and to also let them know that they're not alone, right? There's this huge group, this a social organization that we've been able to create around the world for the last 23 years, that they're not alone in this journey, and we can journey along with them.
Yeah, and so we were talking just before the segment, this is the 12th year for the gala.
Exactly.
And 23 years for IDA.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes, we actually had an internet site in 1997, the year before Google had a website. They were in 1998, so.
Good
We've been
for
reaching
you.
people all around the world because of that.
Good for you. So Invisible No More, a great gala coming up. How can we get tickets, more information?
InvisibleDisabilities.org, right? You can go right there. You can't miss it. We'd love to have you. Lots of tickets still available because we have a big room. You can, like I said, people love dressing up. It's a couple weeks before Halloween, so they bring their costumes in masquerade or in superheroes, or they can come in cocktail. We don't mind either way.
Yeah.
There's still sponsorships are still available. You know, this is kind of our fundraising that helps us go into the next year.
Right. Jess, real quickly, why in this day and age is it more important than ever for people to be more sensitive to people who perhaps have invisible disabilities?
Sure. 75% of people that have a disability don't use an assistive device. In other words, you can't see it. So it's hidden in some form or fashion. And that invisible disability, the nature of that, is something that we need to be aware of. And so just because somebody parks in a particular space and gets out of the car and can walk, don't assume that they don't belong there.
That's That's so true.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you. Great event
Thank
coming
you.
up. We appreciate it. All right, Invisible No More. The reveal is the theme for this year's Invisible Disabilities Association Awards Gala. It's on October 18th at 6 p.m. at the Denver Marriott South. For more information and tickets, you can go to invisibledisabilities.org.